All right, we're live. Awesome. Welcome, everybody, to my first of the year 2026 New Moon Yoga practices. So if you're new to me, my name is Linda. This is Fit Mind Body Conditioning. What I present on the new moon and the full moon is my style of mind-body spiritual practice. So I combine some things that are involved with my spirituality, with the physical and mental, psychological kind of training that I do as an athlete, and how I teach fitness and, basically life athleticism. So tonight, being the new moon, our focus is on yin energy. So on full moons, we practice yang energy, so that's usually cardio involved or something that's a little more out there yang style. Yin is more internal. And so for tonight, being that it's the new moon in Capricorn, we're going to look at doing, you've probably heard of sun salutations. That's yang energy yoga. Tonight, we're going to do yin energy yoga. And so we're going to be doing moon salutations, a couple different variations on that, with a few balance poses interspersed, because this is about grounding, right? That's part of why we're doing what we're doing. In Sanskrit, these variations are called Chandra, Namaskar, and I'm going to show you modifications because I'm taking care of a knee. I've got a serious competition coming up, so I need to do that. But I do encourage you to do variations. Work in a place that feels good in your body. I'm just going to go over really quick some things that you're going to need. And I have a lot of Gemini energy in my chart, so I can be very chatty. So I'll get right to it. Okay. Do feel free to have water nearby. Just keep yourself hydrated and don't feel like you have to wait for a break. You don't. Anytime you need that, feel free to grab yourself some water. Take care of yourself. If you need to take a break, rest, if something's coming up for you because of our physical practice, please honor your body. Listen to that wisdom. As far as spiritual practices go tonight, the candle I'm using is a green one, and we'll be using that for a drishti as we get into our meditation and wind down of our practice. And I'll talk a little more about why I'm using a green candle. As far as crystals go, I have Garnet, which is here for passion and for grounding. And then I also have a little bit of black tourmaline, that's protection, and then a little clear quartz, and that's for clarity. I am going to be doing a pull at the end of class from my current favorite deck, Rebel Soul, which since I started doing these on the Sag New Moon, that's the deck that I started with, so I'm going to continue with that one. So if you want to gather a candle for yourself, water, any crystals that you'd like to use during your practice, feel free to do that. And when you're ready, join me in mountain pose, right here on your mat. Starting in mountain pose, allow your toes to spread wide like starfish. Feel the heels ground into your mat. Allow the outside edges of your feet to feel the contact inside edges, drawing your awareness into how you're grounding here. Let's draw our attention upward as we travel up our legs towards our knees. Drawing our hips forward, creating a nice straight line through our spine. Let's inhale, draw the shoulders up and back. Release the shoulder blades down, so turn the palms towards me. Feel the crown of the head floating towards the sky. Feel free to close your eyes or soft focus your eyes. Fingertips actively reaching towards the ground. We inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. exhale. On our next inhalation, we inhale, drawing the arms up and back into a back bend. And as we exhale, gently drawing ourselves forward with soft knees into a forward bend. As we inhale, stepping one foot back, gently placing the knee down and moving into a lunge. And then as we exhale, gently taking that foot back, pressing into a down dog, just an easy one. As we inhale, stepping forward with the other foot, taking that way down into a lunge. Just a gentle, easy opening through the hips. As we exhale, gently stepping forward to forward fold. As we inhale, swoop the arms back up into our back bend position. And the exhale back down into mountain. Inhaling up into our back bend. As we exhale, swan diving into a forward fold. As we inhale, stepping one foot back, gently placing the knees down. This time, if you like, lifting up into that lunge. And then we exhale, coming back down, stepping back again into an easy downward. As we inhale, step the other foot forward, gently drop to your knee, lifting the arms if you like. As we exhale, drawing forward. Inhale as we step forward into our forward fold. And exhale. Now inhale, swoop up to standing, back bending. And as we exhale, notice. One more time, we inhale up, back bending. Exhale as we swan dive, forward. Inhaling, stepping back, gently placing that knee down, coming to our high lunge. And as we exhale, releasing down, stepping back, now we're facing back. Inhaling as we step forward with the other foot, gently place your knee down. Exhaling the hands down, step forward to forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, release a little deeper. And inhale, swoop up to standing, back bending. Exhale. Deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. This time as we inhale, the arms draw up into prayer. And as we exhale, hands come back down through heart center. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Breaths here, and exhaling. One more breath, inhale. This time as we exhale, gently draw our arms out to our sides. Shifting the weight into one leg. You can stay here, or you can put a little kickstand on that leg. You can stay there, or put the foot a little higher on that leg. Find whatever variation of tree pose feels good for you. Again, leaning into our yin energy tonight. So that doesn't speak to trying too hard. Letting go of expectation. Feel free to keep your hands where they are. If you'd like a different sensation, I choose to bring the hands up in the air. I choose to bring the hands heart center. I choose to take them in the same position behind your back. Be curious, investigate what feels good in your body. Keep it at that place. Mindful that we're breathing those same deep, easy breaths. Inhale and exhale. Another deep breath, inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, releasing our feet back down, extending fingertips, finding mountain pose once again. Allow yourself to find your grounding, spreading those toes, pressing through those heels. Crown of the head stretching towards the sky, fingertips stretching towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale as we trace the lines on our body. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath, inhaling. Exhaling as we trace the midline. And once again, drawing those arms out to the side. This time, shifting the weight to the other foot and finding balance there. And again, taking a tree pose that feels good in your body. Maybe you stay in a kickstand, maybe you come up the leg, maybe you take it into a full expression. This is the knee I'm taking care of, so I'm taking it very, very easy tonight. An easy way to challenge your balance, even in this kickstand position, is close your eyes. The visual system significantly contributes to how well we can balance. As does your head position, as does your kinesthetic senses that sense where your body is in space. They all work together. That's what I've been talking about, the impact of the calming of your mind. Feel the bones stacking on top of each other, the lengthening of the body, the creation of space. Feel free to take the arms out overhead if you like, heart center if you like, or in this same Namaskar position behind the back. Again, noticing what your body needs tonight and going there. Inhaling and exhaling. Two more deep breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath, inhaling. And as we exhale, releasing back to mountain pose. Taking several breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Finding a little more space in your body. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, coming up to center. Stepping our feet wide. Turn out the toes. Inhale. And as we exhale, find goddess pose. And exhale. Now inhale as we lift up. Exhale as we move out of the hip. And tilt to triangle pose. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, releasing down, pivoting through our back foot, turning both feet to face. In my case, south. Moving into pyramid pose. Inhale. And exhale. So allowing that to be comfortable in your body. Inhaling. And exhaling. Now one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, gently draw forward. Release the knee down. And just lifting our chest. Once again, finding our half crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up wide. And exhale. Begin inhaling. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, releasing the hands down, pivoting towards me now as we come into a modified side lunge. Now, if you want to take this down all the way into a traditional side lunge, I'm here for that, but I'm not doing that because this one's impaired. So gently dropping it to a place that feels good in your body. Feel free to come up a little higher if that feels better for you. Just notice what feels good for you. Pay attention to that. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, shifting to the other side. Again, I'm taking care of this side, so I'm just going to keep it a little mellow over here. Deep, easy breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Nearly the same energy as when I'm doing a stronger Ashtanga flow kind of style. Inhaling. And as we exhale, pivot towards the north. In my case, dropping the knee down, finding your crescent lunge position. And again, this might be a lot. Feel free to come here or even stay here if that feels better in your body. It's about surrender, letting go of ego, letting go of expectation. Inhale. And exhale. Now one more breath, inhale. Exhale as we release the hands down. Tuck your back toes under or gently bring those toes up. Inhaling. And then as we exhale, releasing down, finding pyramid pose on this side. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing. Find the head and neck to relax. Gently drawing over from that thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Now as we inhale, let's draw the weight forward. Pivot your back foot towards me. Your backhand. We'll stay down if you like. As we open up, find triangle pose on this side. Lengthening through. The gaze may be upward towards that top hand or downward. Again, whatever feels best in your body. Easy breaths. Inhale and exhale. Another deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Keep that chest open. Lengthening through the body. Crown of the head stretches north in my case. And this time, inhale, soften that forward knee. And if you exhale, gently draw up. Turning the heels out. Letting goddess pose again. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, draw up. And exhale. Step together. Body mountain. Arms draw up. Exhale to the other direction. And find our crescent wheel there. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Exhale as we hop or step to goddess. Inhaling and exhaling. Now inhale, rise up, adjust your feet, and as we exhale, releasing down, back again, finding triangle. We reverse the flow. Inhaling. And as we exhale, releasing down, pivot on your back foot. Find pyramid pose. Inhaling. Exhaling and releasing a little deeper. Inhaling. Exhale, draw the weight forward, release, turning down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back bending. Crescent pose. Inhaling, exhaling, and releasing back down. Inhale as we curl the toe up. Exhaling as we pivot into our side lunge, modified in my case. Inhaling, and as we exhale, finding side lunge on the other side. Inhaling, exhale as we pivot, draw the knee down, find that crescent lunge position. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, back bending. Inhaling. Exhaling, releasing back down. Inhaling. As we exhale, finding our pyramid pose. Inhale. And exhaling. Now inhale, soften the knee as we gently pivot that back foot, switching our hand position. Exhaling, triangle pose on this side. Inhale. And exhaling. Now inhale, we soften that knee. And as we exhale, drawing back up. Goddess pose. Inhaling. And as we exhale, stepping together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side bend. Starting the sequence one more time. And exhale. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale. drawing it down, lifting up, cruising. Inhale. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale as you tuck the toe under, turn towards me. And then release into your side lunge. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, turning. Exhale, drop the knee back down. Inhale as we lift. Exhale, back bending into our half crescent lunge. Inhaling. And as we exhale, release the hands down. Curl the toes under as we gently inhale, walk it up. Exhale as we release to pyramid pose. Inhaling, soften the knee, turn that back foot towards me, adjust your hands. And as we exhale, triangle pose. Take a breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Now inhale, soften the knee. As we exhale, we draw up, turn feet onto goddess pose. Inhaling. And as we exhale, step together. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Last time, side bend to one side. Inhaling. Exhale back to round. So relaxing in mountain. Feel free to grab yourself something to drink. Check in with yourself. Join me back in mountain when you're ready. So if your mats are positioned like mine, then you can take a turn to the north of your mat or in the middle of the long orientation. Go ahead, inhale the arms up. And then as we exhale, swan dive into forward fold. We'll soften the knees, gently bring the knees down to the mat. Sit back into extended child's pose. Fingertips are spreading wide like starfish. Feeling the fingertips press into the mat. Now let's inhale, draw forward. Just finding your hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. The length of your shoulders, the length of your spine in this all fours quadruped position. Let's go ahead, take a deep inhale. And as we exhale, take the leg that's closest to me and just extend it back in a straight line from your spine. Keeping your spine long. Keeping your gaze soft or downward. Feel free to close your eyes if you like. Active through that back heel. If this is enough sensation for you, stay here. If you'd like a little more, take the opposite arm, extend out, and lengthen that kneeling spinal columns. Creating straight lines from the fingertips of that extended hand, all the way through your body, and then through your heel. Inhale, and exhale. And take one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, releasing hand, releasing knee, and gently releasing back. Once again, extended child's pose. Deep, easy breaths. Feel the shoulder blades firming into their sockets and lengthening through your spine. Inhale. And exhale. few more breaths here. We inhale and exhale. Now one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, coming forward once again is that all fours quadruped position. And this time lifting the opposite foot up and extending through the heel there. Long through your spine. Inhale. And exhale. Remember that your head is part of your spine, so rather than looking up, think about aligning the length of that spine. Try to put my ponytail right there so you can really see it. Good. If this is enough sensation for you, feel free to stay here, or if you'd like more, extend through that opposite arm. Again, creating one long straight line, filling your body in space. Relaxing your shoulder, creating space between your ear and your shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Take one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, releasing the hand, releasing the knee, gently sitting back once again and finding child's pose. Just invite you to tune into your body, taking those deep breaths, feeling the movement of the breath through your body, releasing any tension. Take you through one last variation of moon salutation. This one from a kneeling position. One more deep breath, inhaling. Exhaling, and getting ready to flow. As we inhale, drawing forward into a modified plank position. As we exhale, curl the toes under and press to a downward facing dog. We're going to do a modified chaturanga. So as we inhale, this time do the opposite of traditional, knees, then chest, then chin, and then lift up into a cobra pose. Inhale. And this time as we exhale, finding child's pose again. Inhale. And as we exhale, releasing the arm, a standard child's pose. Inhaling as we lift up to camel pose. And exhale. Inhale as we reach back into extended child's or extended camel pose. And then as we exhale, diving back down, child's pose. Inhale as we lift the chest, drawing up to heroine's pose. Inhale the arms up as we back them. And then exhale as we bow. Extended child's pose. Let's try one more time. Inhale, coming forward to that modified plank. And then as we exhale, curl the toes under, press into downward facing dog. Now if you want a full or a modified chaturanga, allow yourself to come all the way down. Then inhale, lift your cobra. Exhale the child's pose. Inhaling in child's. Exhale as we return the arms to our sides. Inhale as we lift up the camel, lifting the chest. And exhaling. Inhale, releasing the arms, extended camel. And then exhale as we swoop back down. Child's thumbs. Inhale as we lift the chest. Exhale, shoulder blades down, heroin pose. Inhale as we reach the nose up. And then exhale as we back bend, extended heroines. Inhaling. And then exhale as we bow. Deep breaths here. And when you're ready, gently walking your hands up beside your ears. So lift through the chest. Find your candle. Okay. So I'm going to draw a collective card for us. So the energy is going. Oh, this is the one. This is the one I got as an individual card, and how appropriate that we're coming up on Valentine's Day. Our collective card is Seduce. So let me just show you that. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to where the new camera is. So Seduce. Now we might think of that exclusively in a sexual way, and that's wonderful. Sexual energy is great. But if that's not what resonates with you, think about how seduction or seducing might play out in other areas of your life that are more platonic, that don't necessarily have to do with sex. So let's take a moment and think about how that ties into whatever intentions you've set for yourself for this new moon. So I just want you to focus on the word, bring up your intentions, assuming that you've already started to sow those seeds. Find a comfortable seated position. That might be simple cross legs. It might be a half lotus pose. It might be a full lotus. Okay, just notice what feels good in your body and go to that place. Just allow the hands to gently release and rest on the tops of your knees. Shoulder blades are down and back. Eyes are soft focused on your candle's flame. But we also call your tradition. Again. Just allowing your mind to stay single pointed. And your inner voice speak to you. And what is the connection? Inhaling. And exhaling. Deep, easy breaths. Any adjustments you need to make in your body? If you find that your focus is drifting, allow your gaze to come back to the candle, come back to your word, come back to your intentions. Inhale and exhaling. I chose a green candle for myself for this evening's ritual, in part because of my collective intention around protecting, taking care of, being a good conservator and steward to our mother, the earth. So this is in her honor, as also the grounding, earthy energy goodness that is Capricorn. As we're saying goodbye to Capricorn in its last degrees at this moment. You might be feeling very tired of that kind of energy. So we're starting to see the moon moving into Aquarius. Very soon, the sun will be moving there as well. Inhale. And exhale. A few more deep breaths, inhaling. And exhale. So tonight, you might choose to make moon water. I'm going to do that. There's no eclipse energy, so the goodest time to do it. Since we are talking about an earth sign new moon, after you've set your intentions, when we blow out the candle, you want to take the candle as quickly as possible outside and allow the wax to drip into the soil, sand, any natural earth substance to seal in the intention. I always release to the element associated with the sign that moon is in. So when you're ready, take one last deep breath. And as you exhale, extinguish your candle. As always, it's my honor, my privilege really, to guide you in this practice, which I hold very dear to my heart, which I've done for the vast majority of my life. Thank you so much for coming, and I wish you the best on this new moon. And please feel free to join us on a full moon. Come back soon. Namaste.